Hello and welcome to episode 6 of LCTV, and in this episode it's going to be a slightly different one. We haven't really touched on the coats that we sell here at Luxe Collective. It's more been about footwear, the process and how we clean and stuff like that. In this episode we're going to review and compare all the coats that we sell just so you know which coat will be best suited for you. The first coat we're going to start with is the Canada Goose, and this is the Canada Goose Chilliwack Bomber. First things first, it's a waterproof coat. Most of the Canada Gooses are waterproof. Starting with the look of the Canada Goose, and they're really smart jackets. If you look at it, it's got quite a lot of branding. It's got Canada Goose on the zip here, it's got Canada Goose on the pocket here, and it's also got its branded badge on the right hand side. It is on the right hand side of this jacket, but it can be on the left as well. It just basically depends on what season, what year that you bought the jacket. On the newer ones, they tend to be more on the left hand side. Now the Canada Goose jackets are by far the warmest jackets that we sell. They can withstand temperatures of up to minus 30 degrees. So these jackets are really for expeditions, when you go skiing, when it's really cold weathers. This is perfect. If you're just walking around town all day shopping, if you go on long walks in England, to be honest, you'll probably get too hot when you're wearing this. You definitely won't have to wear a jumper, another jacket underneath this coat. So the Canada Goose use fur on the hoods, and it's from a coyote. The older season jackets, the fur's actually stitched on so you can't remove it. On the newer season ones, it's zipped, so if you don't want the fur on your jacket, you can just zip it off. So we are going to grade all the jackets on warmth, popularity, quality and price, and we're going to mark them out of 5. So with the Canada Goose, warmth is obviously 5 out of 5. It's the warmest jacket you'll probably ever wear. Moving on to popularity, we've marked it 4 out of 5. It's pretty much popular all over the world. Quality wise, and we've marked it 3 out of 5. Although Canada Gooses are made out of really good materials, the colour fades on them, and especially where like seams meet. So if you look here at the sleeve of the Canada Goose, on both sleeves it just fades. The next one we're going to move on to is price, and we've marked it 4 out of 5. The cheapest one you could probably get one for brand new is around £750. And the next one we're going to move on to is the Moncler. It's probably the most seen out of these 4 brands that we sell, just because everyone wants a Moncler jacket. Because there's so many different versions of the Moncler, it means they use different furs as well. This one is raccoon fur, but we've also had some come in which have been rabbit fur, fox fur and mink fur as well. The good thing about it is as well, if you don't want the fur on the jacket, they are also removable just by buttons, so all you have to do is just pop them off like that. Another thing just to keep an eye out for with the Moncler jackets is they are really slim fitting. They're a tight fit, so just before you buy one, try it on. So moving on to the marks, we've marked this one 3 out of 5 for warmth. It is still a really warm jacket, but just compared to the other jackets that we sell, they're just not as warm as them. Popularity, it's got to be a 5 out of 5. Everyone wants a Moncler jacket. Quality is 4 out of 5. The only thing that we can mark the Moncler jackets on is the zips sometimes lose the paintwork that they're coated in. So it's a metal zip coated in a black paint, and just sometimes it just gets scratched off. Another thing is if it comes with the cartoon inside, the cartoon sometimes comes off as well. This is a common problem with the Moncler coats, but other than that, not much happens to them. So 4 out of 5 for quality. Price wise, it's got to be 5 out of 5. Moncler jackets, the cheapest one you're probably getting one for is around £800-900. The cheapest one with fur you're getting on is probably around £1,300-1,400. So next we're going to move on to the Parajumper jacket, and this one is the Parajumper Goby. The Parajumper personally is my favourite one. So there's a pretty cool story about how this brand actually started. So it was established only in 2005, so about 15 years ago. The founder, Massimo Rossetti, loved travelling, and he went on his travels to Alaska. And while he was in Alaska, he went to a bar and he got speaking to someone in the 210th Rescue Squadron, which is similar to the Royal Air Force in England, but in America. So he got speaking to him and he noticed that he had a backpack with him, and his backpack had loads of pockets, zips, patches and hooks. And Massimo was just so intrigued by this bag, and all his designs was inspired by this squadron member's backpack. So the Parajumpers are really good because they have a wide price range. You can probably get some for around £600, £700, £800. But then you can get the expensive ones that go up to about £1,200-1,300 as well. The thing that I love about the Parajumpers is there's so much going on them. You've got the zips, you've got the tags, you've got the badge, you've got the pockets, you've got the fur trim inside the hood, you've got the fur going all the way around it. So similar to the Canada Goose jackets, the Parajumper jackets are waterproof. They are really warm as well. The only thing about the Parajumpers is that they're quite high. So what we say to customers is, if the arms fit you, then the jacket fits you, but they do ride up quite high. That's just something you've got to look out for when you're buying a parajumper as well. Another good thing about the parajumpers is you can remove the fur, and it's not buttoned and it's not zipped, it's only Velcro. So if you look, you can just rip it off dead easy like that. Another cool thing is that they actually do fake fur options as well, so you don't have to get the real fur. The only drawback I can think about the parajumper jacket is that it's really heavy. Because it's got all these added features like the clips, it just adds loads of weight to it. So grading it, warmth, we've marked it 4 out of 5, just because it's not as warm as the Canada Goose jacket, which no jacket is. Popularity, we've marked it 3 out of 5, and this is because it's just not that popular around England. They're massive in Liverpool. Around England, we still sell a few, but just not as many as the Liverpool area. Quality-wise, we've marked it 4 out of 5. Everything about it is just real high quality. Price-wise, again, we've marked it 4 out of 5, and it's similar to the Canada Goose jackets. You can get them for around £700, £800, £900. And the last jacket is the Pyrenex, and this is by far the one we sell the most of. They are a cheaper option to all the higher end ones, but they're still not that cheap. The good thing about the Pyrenexes are that they just have so many different versions of them. You can get this particular jacket in the maroon colour, you can get it in a burgundy colour, blue, light blue, dark blue, red, black, pink, silver, grey. There's just so many different ones you can get of them, and I think that's really good. You've just got so much variety of the same jacket. Again, they've got raccoon fur on them, but they can be removed just by buttons as well, similar to the Moncler. Similar to the Parajumpers, you can get a fake fur version as well. So for you people who don't want the real fur, it's a real good option to have the fake fur option. Again, the Pyrenex fit true to size. They're not a real tight fit, they're not a real loose fit, they just fit as you would normally expect. So for its marks, we've marked it 3 out of 5 for warmth. It's not as warm as the Canada Gooses or the Parajumpers, but it's still a warm coat. All the designer coats are, because they're made out of high quality materials. So they're still warmer than the average coat, but they're just not as warm as the others that we've mentioned before. Popularity, it's 4 out of 5. It's a real popular coat, especially around Liverpool, and I've seen it around the UK as well. Quality-wise, we've marked it a 3 out of 5, and this is because we've noticed a common fault with the Pyrenexes, and it's just that they tend to pull and scratch really easily, and it's just due to the nature of the material that's used. On the shiny ones and on the matte ones as well, they can just pull really easily. So just when you're wearing it, try not to catch it on things, because it will pull the material. Price-wise, we've marked it at 2 out of 5. It's not as expensive as your Monclers, it's not as expensive as your Canada Gooses, but they're still around £400, £500, £600, which is still a lot of money for a coat, but it's just not as expensive as your other ones. Thanks for watching episode 6 of LCTV. Let us know in the comments down below what you think of the quality of the jacket, if you know a common problem with your jacket, what you think about the fur that they use, and anything else. We'll be back next week with another episode. We'll see you next time.